Hey, how's it going? For those of you who haven't had the pleasure of meeting yet, my name is Tate, and I'm a realtor here with Premier Sotheby's International Realty. And one of the things that I always loved about the state of Florida is that there's so many reasons to actually live or invest here. Now, I want to share with you 6 reasons. There's probably a lot more, and depending on who you are, maybe you might want to cross 1 or 2 off the list. But I'm going to share with you my personal 6 best reasons why it is absolutely imperative that you seriously and strongly consider living in the state of Florida. Now, if you're like me, I'm kind of a foodie and I like to make my own food. I'm always buying ingredients for this, that, and the other, which leads me to my first reason. You know what? There's no tax on food here. That's right. There is no tax on food here. And kind of as a bonus, there's only 6-cent sales tax on the dollar for most of the counties here in Florida. There's a few that's 7, but even still, there's no tax on food, which to me is an amazing thing. Now, that doesn't mean like, food that's already prepared, but if you're going to a grocery store and you're just buying food, guess what? There's no tax on food. Now, another one of the reasons that I love and I think that it's super imperative to live and or invest in Florida, here's another reason, and I think it's a really good one, and that is there's no state income tax. So depending on the type of income that you generate and the different sources of it, guess what? There's no state income tax. So there you go there. We only deal with federal here in Florida. Now here's another one. You are less than an hour away from any beach here in Florida. And that's a fact. We have over 1,700 miles of coastline. So whether if you like the Atlantic Ocean, or if you like the Gulf of Mexico, which is my favorite, but it's still also a part of the Atlantic Ocean, fun fact, you are less than an hour away from any beach in the state of Florida. You can't beat that, which leads me to my next reason. Guess what that is? The weather. You can literally go to the beach 12 months out of the year here. 12 months out of the year, you can go to the beach. And I tell you what, the beaches here are a lot of fun. That's why they write a lot of songs about them. Now, another reason why it is a great reason to either live or invest here in Florida is the airport travel. People are almost always traveling here, but guess what? The MCO airport, Orlando International Airport, it is the most efficient and it is the least expensive airport to fly in and out of here in the United States of Florida. Yeah, check it out. It's a fact. Now, I think that might have to do with the particular mouse that resides here, but be that as it may, it is still the most economical airport to fly in and out of. Now, if you're one of those technical people that kind of get into the whole issue of, the continental drift and all these different kind of things, typically when you're flying from west to east, you actually gain about 5 to 15 minutes. You always arrive early than your scheduled flight. Consequently, it might make you a little bit behind if you're going from east to west. But guess what? North and south, it's the same thing. So guess what? The next one here, when you move here, guess what? You buy your home. We have some of the best homestead exemptions here in Florida. That's right. Up to $50,000, but it doesn't stop there. If you're disabled, if there's other things, you can actually have more than a $50,000 homestead exemption. And the laws that protect your homestead are very, very strong here in Florida. It just is. It isn't because a lot of older people like to move here, but when they move here, you get to keep your home, and it's a lot harder for someone to try to take you out of your home if you befall upon hard times. If your house is worth $300,000, guess what? They knock $50,000 off of that. Now your home is being taxed at $250,000. You get the drift. And even more than that, again, if it's one of those other special categories. And we can talk a little bit more about that later when I'm helping you relocate here to Florida and move here to Florida. So those are my 6 reasons, folks. There's no tax on food. There's no state income tax. You're an hour away from any beach, and you can visit a beach 12 months out of the year because of our wonderful weather, which is another reason. The airport here and also the homestead exemption taxes. So thanks for letting me be in your ear for a few minutes. And remember, these 6 things, you may have more. Maybe some of these things don't matter to you, but either way, you cannot go wrong whenever you live and invest in Florida. Thanks a lot.